Hey Disney fans, welcome back to my channel. So this is a little bit longer of a delay than I usually like to get a review out, but today we are finally taking a look at the Esmeralda doll that I added to my collection. This is the one that I ordered myself off of Shop Disney. Absolutely stunning doll. I hate the glare, so we'll get rid of that here in a second because we're going to debox. But this would look so perfect in the box, I couldn't bring it to myself to actually take this one out of the box. She's literally perfect. Her hair is amazing. So thankfully my friend Melinda was able to grab an extra for me and she sent it to me, and it finally came today. And that one, the hair in the box looked a little wonky, so I'm like, okay, that one I can debox. So I will be getting one out, so stay tuned. I do want to go over every detail that this new limited edition doll does have. Hope you guys enjoy and let me know what you think. All right, so as always, we start with the box first. I love this box. The colors on it are amazing. I love the design. It is pretty busy. It's not quite as busy as, say, like maybe Briar Rose or maybe some of the Snow White boxes, but it is pretty busy nonetheless. But I do love it. I love the colors that were used, very vibrant. This is basically from the Festival of the Fools in the movie, so I absolutely love what they did with this box. Starting at the top, of course, we have the Disney logo. We have the Hunchback of Notre Dame, 6+, the sun, some stars, the moon, a beautiful cathedral cutout for her. You can see the gold foiling that they did on the actual plastic itself. Esmeralda, 1 of 7,000. And again, they've got it to look like the stonework on Notre Dame itself. Absolutely gorgeous. Turning it to the side here, you'll see we have another beautiful cathedral window cutout. Love what they've done with this. They've got more gold foil stars, a moon. So beautiful. Now on the back, of course, they carry that same shape like they always do. And again, same color scheme, everything. We've got the Hunchback of Notre Dame. If you want to read a little bit, you can pause, and it does talk about the doll itself and just kind of a brief synopsis of what's going on. And then again, in another language, which I believe is French. Certificate of authenticity and display stand included. A little bit more about the doll itself. And then these new wonky price tags, of course, it no longer says on there, but these were $129.99 in the States. On this side, we have another cutout, of course, same size as the other one. And then on this side, we have a sun and some more gold foil. And of course, that same beautiful color scheme carried through. Now, the other favorite part about this is on the top. Of course, we have our carry handle that everyone says don't use, but I do. Shh. And then Disney, the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and that cutout. So beautiful box. This one was so perfect that she is staying in the box. So now we're going to go ahead and get the one that my friend Melinda was able to nab for me, which came with kind of a wonkier box, has a little bit of creasing on the back, and the hair wasn't quite as perfect as this one was in the box. So thank you, Melinda, for that. We're going to get that one out, and we're going to take a really good look at our details. Okay, so now we have the gorgeous Esmeralda out. This is when the hair was a little wonky, and of course the minute I took it out of the box, it just went just because it's not tied up and bunched up. And again, this one didn't look as great in the box, and this one's box was a little damaged, so I thought, perfect, let's go ahead and get this one out, and we'll go from there. So here is the beautiful Esmeralda out of the box. I absolutely love this doll. I know a lot of people complained about fabric and about quality, and to me, it's to each their own. Some people love her, some people hate her, and that's perfectly fine. That's the joy of collecting. We can collect exactly what we want, and if we don't like it, we don't have to buy it. That's kind of how my motto is. People can complain about quality. That's perfectly okay. That's your right to do so as well. Everyone is entitled to an opinion. However, I do love this doll, as do many others, and we who bought her will enjoy her. So let's start at the top. Like all limited edition Disney princess and lady dolls, she does have rooted hair, beautiful long black curls, absolutely gorgeous. When we turn her around, you'll be able to see all the hair that she does have. She does have a gorgeous pinkish purple sash that is, of course, in the movie as well. I believe it's on the other side or even behind her head in the movie, so it is on the wrong side if I remember correctly. Nonetheless, it is gorgeous. We've got some curls there around her face. You can see there on both sides. We have her signature gold hoop earring. I was so glad to see that in one of the final stock photos that we saw before she actually released. A lot of people are like, oh my goodness, that's kind of a signature for Esmeralda. Where is it at? And thankfully it is there. She does have really nice face paint here. You can see her bright and gleaming green eyes, rooted eyelashes, big thick eyebrows. I absolutely love the eyebrows on this doll. We're very used to very thin pencil line eyebrows, and they gave her just perfect eyebrows. Face mold is very, very good on this. I know a lot of people said it doesn't look like Esmeralda, it's too masculine. For me, I think it does to a point. 2D animation is always going to translate over to a 3D object a little funny, so you do have to allow a little bit of grace there. And I think all in all, they did a very good job with the head sculpt on this one. Gorgeous open mouth, which I know threw a lot of people, but I enjoy this. I think it looks nice. Very subtle red lipstick. It could have been redder. I do believe it's a little bit darker in the movie than what it is, but hey, you know what? It's still a beautiful doll. And then of course on her neck, she has this gorgeous little metal gold chain with a gold pendant drop there. And then this is where it all begins to be really, really fun. Of course, this does look very similar to her outfit in the movie. However, of course, they did take liberties, as they always will on these heirloom dolls. We do have some embroidery, not much, but some, and it is on the collar of the halter top here. There's a few little gems, I believe 3 on each side. You can kind of see them glistening there. And it's that gold embroidery, kind of a halter bra top there, very similar to Rapunzel. And then she does have a corset top here. I love the little embroidery stitching that we have here at the pink piping on either side on that teal turquoise top. She does have some puff sleeves that are slit on the sides. And then at the base of this, along the collar of it, we do have this really pretty screen printing here of the moon and some other little suns and stars. No hemming on that, and I think that material probably wouldn't have worked if it was hemmed or embroidered. So just kind of a whatever if you want there. It may have turned out kind of bad. Then this is my only hang up on her. If you lift this up, there's no gems. So they literally stopped applying gems where this stopped. So I think they could have gone all the way up. I understand why they didn't, in order to keep costs where they are. But nonetheless, it would have been nice to continue that all the way up into the skirt. But, you know, it is what it is. And then this part here, it is kind of a silkish material. We do have some screen printing on it. Just some real cute little designs here, floral patterns. I love the feel of this whole idea. Very gypsy in my book here. I think it's gorgeous. I love the edging, this gold thread edging that they've given us. Absolutely beautiful. Again, when I turn her around, we'll take a look at the back of it. On this hand, she has her accessory, which of course is her tambourine. It is rubber banded to her hand. I'm not going to remove it, but I love that they actually made it look used. That is not dirt. That is not a whoops, Disney did a bad thing. They actually made it look like it had been used many times. So I do love that there's kind of like that painting on there. We've got some tail ribbons here. Just a really nice touch. I think it would have been great if she came with the goat, but she didn't. So, you know, we'll move on from there. On the skirt, off of this little shawl thing, she does have gold chains with this gorgeous new stone that they've decided to use here. Almost like turquoise. Of course, it's plastic, but nonetheless. And we've got 3 of them here, and I absolutely love them. I think that was such a neat touch. There's some gold chains dangling down from there. These ones got a little turned up on themselves, so I will have to fix those here momentarily as I just realized they were not hanging the way they needed to be. But it's an easy fix. And then, of course, on this purple skirt, there are little gold gems kind of studded throughout the whole thing. In the box, there is a tie that keeps this up in her hand. I'm not too worried about it now that she's out of the box. She does have on a gold cuff bangle here, and I believe she's got some bracelets on that side. Yes, she does. She has I think it might just be 1, but it's made to look, oh no, it's 2 bracelets, a bangle, and then an even thicker cuff. So a very neat little touch right there. I love that they added that to her. The skirt itself, everyone, this is where the majority of the complaints came in, is that it's just 1 layer. And it is thin. And then this is where people really had a hard time with this doll, was the fact that all of the detail was screen printed. And I understand, I really do. We do pay a higher price now for these. It used to be, well, gosh, back in the day, they were $99.50, then they went to $99.95, I think, or something like that. And then they went to $119, and now they're $129.99. So you'd expect at a higher price point, we would get more detailing, more embroidery and all of that. Due to the times as they are right now, I'm sure that certain materials and certain time constraints don't allow for that. So they do try to give us what they can, and to keep it in the price point that it is due to the rising cost of everything. I know everyone says that's a poor excuse, but guys, it is what it is. I mean, we can certainly take up suggestions and take those to Shop Disney. You know, our voices do need to be heard. There's just a good way of going about that. So, you know, if this isn't your cup of tea, let Shop Disney know. Every message I've ever sent Shop Disney, not only have they read, but they've also replied to. Now, what happens after that, I don't know. They could do nothing with it for all we know, but at least they are hearing us. So if this is something something that bothers you, let them know. Me personally, would I wish this was embroidery, since we do have embroidery very similar to this on the D23 Jasmine and the Teal Jasmine. Yeah, it would have been nice, but that doll released, what, in 2015? Back then, it was cheaper for them to do all that. Otherwise, I would have been doing this at that point. So, I mean, it is the times as they are, and that's the only thing I can come up with. I still think this is beautiful. I love that there's glitter embellishments in this. I love that they've added little gemstones around it. I think that the design itself, the pattern that they've come up with is absolutely beautiful. Do I wish there was a white hem and not just white tissue paper? Absolutely. I think that would have been really neat to have a petticoat or something like that hanging down, but they didn't do that. So again, like I said, let your voice be heard. Shop Disney needs to know if you're not happy. Otherwise, they're going to continue the way they will, and probably they will regardless of what we see anyhow. The conglomerations are like that. I do like this though. They did keep the gems going on the back of the skirt, unlike other dolls. I know they have stopped like where the box is and then you don't see anymore. They don't put gems on the back. On Esmeralda they did. So here is her hair. Her hair is is a beast. It's very full of crunchy product, but it is still very soft at the same time. But the curls are very tight. She does have a lot of hair. I think it is quite nice. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do anything about it, if I'm going to leave it the way that it is. We shall see. For now, she'll sit out with my other deboxed dolls. And if I work up the courage, you know, I'll get the back wet maybe. I think Mario did that. He just washed the back and not the front. I may do that. 9 times out of 10, they still keep the shape. It's just not quite so full of product like this one is. But you can see there lots and lots of beautiful hair on Esmeralda. Here's the back of the shawl. Again, they continued all of this all the way to the back, which I do like. And then the gemstones, and then the pattern here on the back didn't stop on the side. It went all the way around. Now, the really fun thing is, guys, not only did we get an Esmeralda doll and some, you know, decent hand molds, beautiful face mold, we got some really cool feet on her. So let me go ahead and get this opened up here. We've got some of the most realistic feet Disney has given us yet, on top of which they did give her a little gold cuff there around her ankle. But look at Esmeralda's feet. I love it. Almost like there might be a little bit of nail polish. Whew, there's a hair there. Might be a little bit of nail polish on there, not quite sure. She has a new foot mold, which I think is great. I do believe she has a new ankle articulation as well as knee articulation. I know I've seen in other videos this doll sits a lot better than some of the other dolls, so that's encouraging. If you're into posing and taking pictures with your dolls, that is going to give you the ability to do a little bit more, I think. But all in all, I think she's fantastic. I love this doll. Of course, there's articulation at the wrist, there's articulation at the elbow, and then of course at the shoulder, and then in the hips as well. And I do believe it's usually right about here too that they have articulation. But I absolutely love her. I'm so glad that I was able to get, well, 2. So thank you, Melinda, for that. She is so gorgeous. I will give this one probably to my daughter to put on her display shelf and keep this one out in my collection. But I wanted to get this one out so badly. She looks so gorgeous. Now, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll know this one's number is 91 of the 7,000 that was made. The one I got from Melinda is number 2,840. But that is okay. So again, here is her certificate if you do want to read that. Beautiful artwork on this. Absolutely love her certificate. So gorgeous. I really love everything that they did with this doll. Her colors, her detail, just a beautiful doll. Would we have liked a little bit more? You guys know the answer to that. Did we get a really nice doll though to begin with? Yes, we absolutely did. I think this is very beautiful, and I cannot wait to see what some of the commissions are from this. I've already seen a few people add some petticoats and all of that to the skirt, which have been pretty amazing. Yeah, I've even seen some people repaint her whole face. So, you know, to each their own, I guess. But I couldn't touch her face. I think her face is absolutely beautiful. Alrighty, guys. Well, that is going to do it for my review on this wonderful new limited edition doll. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you were able to get her in the US. To my friends over in Europe and UK and Asia, your release is on Monday. Best of luck. It looks like you guys are going to have the waiting room now, based off of what I've been told and seen now on the internet. I hope it works better for you guys. I know it worked out a lot better here, at least by eliminating the bots. I know that sometimes I have personally been stuck in the waiting room for over an hour trying to get through and missed out. However, with Esmeralda, I was only in the waiting room for 2 minutes. So, you know, that was kind of nice. Now, I had some trouble finding her. I searched by Esmeralda, searched by limited edition doll, searched by new, ended up finding her when I searched Hunchback, and then she showed up. It was crazy. But I did finally get her in my cart, got her home. There she is. And then thank you, Melinda, for sending me yours. She's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm very appreciative that I can also add this into my collection. Love having Disney friends. It's such a blast. Alrighty, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Leave your questions and comments down below. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Alice is coming in a week, so I'm hoping I'm able to get one of her, and then we will do a review on that one as well. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a magical day, and we will see you real soon.